Welcome. Terry Noriega here with AdCap Network Systems, the VP of Sales and Marketing. Here with my local resident expert, Adam Kingery, in the public sector market. We are today talking about replacing current Centrex lines with a new offering that is available, and several customers, several people have taken advantage of that. What might that be, Adam?
So we put together an offering to help you better utilize the lines that you guys have in your school today to be able to provide better safety and security to your students while reducing the cost of lines that you pay to your public switch telephone company at the current moment.
So basically they can leverage the P1 services that they're currently leveraging with the Centrex lines in order to replace it with this solution here currently.
That's correct. Not only can we replace what you guys have got today and reduce costs, but we can also provide you guys some additional features that you can't provide today through your current offering.
And some of those features entail...
Sure. So one of the things that we can offer through that is unified messaging. So the ability to now not only be able to call somebody's direct line, but also be able to take that voicemail, move it to somebody's email, and then make that forwardable to a principal, for example. In a threat situation, if somebody left a message and you wanted to get that message out to somebody else very quickly, this solution would allow you to do that.
Now I know moving forward, obviously with Centrex lines, there is a limitation there, especially with voicemail. So how could the teachers and how could the admin staff actually benefit from that solution?
Sure. So one of the things that we run into a lot is we want to be able to engage the teachers more with both the students and their parents, but we find that you don't want to interrupt them during class, right, while they're teaching and educating students. So we're able to actually create voicemails that they can utilize and listen to on their breaks, after school, etc., to keep them tied to the community and the parents and the students to let people know how everything's going.
Excellent. So we'd actually be able to get the parents more involved in what's going on a day-to-day basis just by adding a new communication line into the schools.
Absolutely.
So are there any other added benefits to this solution?
Absolutely. So when you move away from traditional services and more to a virtual world with voice and unified messaging, you also have the ability to tie into emergency alert applications, and we've got a few different kinds that can provide alerts via the phone, via voicemail, via visual display on digital signage, as well as the ability to send outbound messaging through text to parents and others in the community to let people know what's going on.
Well, outstanding. One other thing I want to bring up too with Centrex, it's pretty basic, pretty straightforward. What is the support that is going to be required or needed in order to bring this type of solution in place for the school?
So a lot of people have a bad taste in their mouth working with the local telephone company when they want to add a line or want to change a line or want to move something around. It can be a 2, 3 week, 4 week process. One of the nice things about working with our team is that we're very quick to respond to your needs and requests. We currently today support people through something that we call PremierNet, where they have access to our sales engineering teams 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, to move things, change things on the fly, upgrade services, add things, delete things, etc.
Right. Now, one key word that steps up into my mind when you say that is change. So basically with the Centrex line, you're still working with a solution that's probably 15 years old, probably minimum. System's never been upgraded, there's no advantages there. Now, when we go into this system, is there an opportunity to upgrade? Let's say I purchased this year. What about next year, 2015, 2016? Is there an advantage there?
That's great. So we do try to build into our platforms upgrade services along the way. Another thing that really comes to mind, right, with Centrex, everything's physical. When you move to our solution, everything becomes virtual. So we're no longer tied to physical lines, PRIs, for example, right, where we've got 23 inbound or outbound calls at any given time. We can take advantage of things like SIP. Where now we have a virtual number of trunks that can be shared, not just at one site, but multiple sites. So in the event that one site goes down, all communication isn't down. In an emergency situation, you can scale quickly to be able to answer more calls. The problem in a traditional world, right, 23 parents call in, the next person gets a busy signal. In a virtual world, that is pretty much limitless. So you're guaranteed to get through eventually, right, and get somebody on the line to figure out what's going on.
Well, it's exciting because now we're adding redundancy into the system and being able to leverage every single school in the district instead of just one school.
Absolutely.
So they'll be able to basically piggyback onto one another. If one school completely goes down, the other phone numbers are going to be routed to a separate school, so we can actually use those other locations as a DR site, basically.
Absolutely. And in that same philosophy, right, you can also tie in local authorities as well, local police departments, to make them aware of the situation that's going on and give them more information so that when they show up on scene, they know where to go.
Outstanding. I know in several incidents, some of the schools that we work with, grant funding is available too when we start tying the cities and the counties and the police and the fire into this. Now, is this something that the schools can leverage as well?
Absolutely. So one of the great things is a lot of the manufacturers that we work with, staff grants folks locally, and we're not recreating the wheel here. There are lots of other people that are doing this today, a number of them customers of ours. So absolutely we can leverage grant funding, financing, and numerous other payment and vehicles in order to get you guys what you're looking for.
Outstanding. Well, I appreciate your time today. Hopefully this will be a benefit to everybody that watches the video. So as the next step, we have a webinar that is scheduled up. For more detailed information, please attend the webinar. If you'd like to actually reach out to Adam, have him come out and discuss it in details sooner than later. If there is a pending event, we'd be more than happy to discuss that with you as well. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you.